Nate says, yes, we need you. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't play Hell Let Loose all day, man. It gives me a headache. There's too many words flying around coming from different directions for me to play that every day. I mean, I guess if you're just a squad member and not an officer, it wouldn't be too bad. But like when I was an officer and you were talking to me, and then we joined your buddy's Discord, that I was like, ugh. It's like, that was not fun. And I'm being barraged by artillery and all that, and I'm trying to like kill the enemy. It's no, thank you. But yeah, it's a super cool game. I think today was probably the most fun I've had in it because we were in a squad that was working together. But I was even having fun when I was running my own squads. And then I had way more fun when, I was with whatever your buddy was that was in my squad, the game before we all played together. So what, did you guys stick with infantry, or did you go with something else after I left? How did you like running my group? I enjoyed it. And in other news, AJ is also our resident journalist in the field. According to a report published in the Journal of Urology, case reports a 30-year-old man shoved 6 kidney beans up his urethra with the expectation of naturally expelling them during a sex act for gratification. However, when that didn't work, and then neither did removal by tweezers, he went to the hospital for professional help. Yeah, when he used the tweezers, he probably pushed them in deeper or something like that, I would assume. That is a hilarious story, and thank you, AJ, the bold in the field. Back in... Oh, what the fuck? We had a crash. Sorry about the naughty word. I try to keep PG-13 during the day. But that's why we set the stream to adult. Let's get that working. So, pro tip. You play big mods. Like, well, specifically, anything World of Ice and Fire. Anything Persistent Lord of the Rings. Those are the only 2 that I play that crashes a lot. I can't think of any other mod that I play a lot that crashes like that. You know, like every 30 minutes. If you don't lower the settings to like bare minimum. Because I'll never make my bed. I refuse. Making beds are stupid. Unless you're not going to lay in it for a week or 2 and you don't want dust to collect on your sheets. Your hair looks nice though. Why, thank you, Syndicus 5x5. I try to take care of it. It can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but some days it looks okay. It actually looks the worst when I first wash it, so now I wash it every 2 days. And I get like a little bit of eczema here and there. And if I used soap on all my skin every day when I shower or whatever, it wouldn't be good. I got Dirk. I don't think Dirk's a Pathfinder. I think he's kind of expensive for what he is. I can buy books from that guy, but our hero used to be able to read, but he took a injury in battle, so he's got a skull fracture, so he forgot to read. So we got to relearn how to read. Alright, the real question is, do we want to bring in the invasion? Might as well, right? It'll be fun. House Dane were loyal to House Targaryen, of course. Well met, wearied traveler. I am Lord Varys, and I serve here in King's Landing. The Master of Whispers. I have heard of you. Very perceptive of you, sir. Yes, I am the Master of Whispers, and an advisor to the King. I serve whomever sits the Iron Throne, who at the moment in time happens to be King Baratheon. Now, what business do you have in King's Landing? Sorry, I'm not one to disclose my secrets to just anyone. No need, Sir Ulrich. Westeros is full of the birds. That's how I know your name. Whisper me secrets, my friend. Something you should do wise to remember. Is there anything I can do for you, Lord Varys? Well, it's not every day I find a man seeking to earn my favor. Very few would be of a mind. The king would offer lands and titles for the heads of his enemies. Lord Baelish would proffer coin for those who work on his behalf. Many a lord, and indeed many a king, would offer much the same. But me? Well, I have only the reward of my friendship. If that is no use to you, then I bid you good day. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind being BFFs with a Master of Whispers. Ulrich replies, friendship to the greatest spy master in all the lands is nothing to squander if you offer it, Lord Varys. Yes, we'll see. Well, if you're so eager to please me, I do happen to have a small errand to run. An agent of mine in Dorne is due to deliver to me a report on certain goings-ons. Normally, I would send one of my usual little helpers, but you seem ready for the journey right now. Make your way to Sunspear and introduce yourself to everyone you meet as a merchant selling happy dreams. My agent will greet you with a request for sad memories. You'll be given a roll of paper with a coded message, which you're to deliver to me in haste. I trust you're up for the task. It shall be done as you say, Lord Varys. Bum, bum. So, welcome to the Red Keep. They just let us in. We are a knight. Maybe they would have let us in. I don't think they would have let us in without a requesting an audience with King Joffrey here. We put king in quotations. In the in-game mechanics, of course, his granddad is the king of the Westerlands, but Lord Paramount is his. And thanks for the compliment, Citicus 5x5. I wish you were a pretty crimson-haired lady, but, you know, what are you going to do? He may have lost his dignity, but his gentleman parts are well, and he was discharged from the hospital after an overnight stay. You know, Citicus 5x5, I knew you had a good heart in you. You're Sithy on the outside, but you're all Jedi squishiness on the inside. Asking about the poor man's penis, I got you. Still should be given a Darwin Award for it. It's not a Darwin Award, that's just a kink fetish, man. Those poor cats with those kink fetishes that, like, you know, put their health in danger. We've all seen those videos when the internet was first being a thing by accident. Somebody was like, hey, man, I've got some boobs here. And then you watch, you're like, those are not boobs. And then you got to scrub your brain and your eyeballs for the next week. And you still think of it to this day. We've got a new chatter, everybody. I would like you to hail and welcome Thorville. That'd be a great name of a village. I would like to be an elder in Thorville, or Odinville, which is across the pond. Hi, is this mod better than Clash of Kings? No, they're different. The Clash of Kings is quest-focused. The World of Ice and Fire is grand strategy-focused. And balanced for lore and not gameplay. So if you're looking for grand strategy and being able to use advanced tactics, but a Clash of Kings also has advanced tactics, but it's got its own flavor. A World of Ice and Fire uses Viking Conquest advanced tactics, if you ever know that, and it also utilizes advanced horse archer AI. But I think Clash of Kings, I do think Kozer implemented that, but I haven't played ACOG, like a serious playthrough, in probably 5 years. Maybe 4 years, I don't know. I need to play a Clash of Kings on stream. I don't like the animations that Kozer's using for combat, like all those silly animations. I don't like them. I gotta figure out how to mod them out. Once I figure that out, I'll do a Clash of Kings playthrough. I think it's a simple tweak too. I don't think it's complicated. But yeah, man, I would play both. They're free. Just if you want a quest and you want to feel like you're an adventurer in Westeros, a Clash of Kings is a great choice. Just remember that a Clash of Kings most recent patches for both mods are on Steam and not ModDB. So if you want a Clash of Kings 8.0 or if you want a World of Ice and Fire 7.12, get them. Alright, let's introduce ourselves to this little cocksucker. Alright, yep. He says, I know your name, and from what I hear, I'll warrant many a grieving widow knows too. But that is no concern of mine, Sir Ulrich, he says with disdain. What is it? Do you have any tasks for me, King Joffrey, while I am in the area? As it happens, Sir Ulrich, one of my advisors has told me that Lord Paramount Tywin Lannister that I would hire a company of mercenaries for an upcoming campaign. Would you be interested? Our hero thinks about this. This is interesting. Because as a mercenary, we will swear no vow other than I will do your bidding as long as you pay us. And it gives us an opportunity, possibly, to take a Stark or a member prisoner so we can question them about the Tower of Joy. So we accept. I am interested. Or no, I always accidentally hit this because I think it says I'm and then interested, and then I click it and it's this one, join. As you wish, your enemies are my enemies for a price. King Joffrey. Alright, who do you think should receive that place? You support yourself? Yeah, it's good to go. Alright, catch you later there, Joffrey. My first playthrough of this, I banged his mother, impregnated her, and then sent him to the wall. Then he joined some other faction. I captured him and I executed him. It's one of my most favorite. That's why I'm such a loyalist to World of Ice and Fire, is because that was one of my most favorite things that I've ever done in a video game. It was so, and this was back during, you know, peak Game of Thrones, so like season 3, 4, 5, whatever. Man, that felt good. Banged your mom, took your town, took your kingdom, sent you to the wall, you rebelled again, so then I executed you. Because I don't feel good, like in, you know, IRL, I would never execute somebody as young as Joffrey was in the story. Jon Snow was pooped out there, but yeah. No, it wasn't cheating. They were married. They were lawful husband and wife. My thing, though, is did Rhaegar divorce his first wife, or did he just take on a second wife? Because then it wouldn't be legal, right? I don't know. And I've studied the lore pretty good, but how many of you are there? 63. All right. The other thing I like about A Clash of Kings is the way the damage is balanced. In A World of Ice and Fire is more offensive. Damage is cranked up to 11. In A Clash of Kings, combat is more realistic in the sense that armor works. Armor is very effective. So if you have heavy armor and there's a peasant hitting you with a polearm, you're probably not going to feel it too much. But in this mod, that peasant will fucking two-shot you. If that. Might one-shot you if he hits you right, if you're mounted. I need to get their attention or else they'll attack my people. I'm getting your attention now. Alright, if that won't get your attention, I know what will. Hello! Greetings, thieves. So, these guys were farmers probably like last week, but maybe they were starving, the wars, any number of horrific stuff was causing them to steal probably food or God knows what else. But if you ever study history, you'll know that these guys would be doing a lot more than stealing food. They would be accosting the peasantry that they came from. Especially a gaggle like that. You ever see an angry mob of 60 plus people? They do horrific stuff that they would never do when they were by themselves. Oops. I got a lucky block on that. Luckily I broke his polearm. Oops. Forgot about his buddies. They aggressed me. I use manual blocking, so blocking's never guaranteed. Alright. How did I miss that? Good job. Alright, let's go curtail this mob. They ran once, they'll run again. As small men do. I don't mean small by their being born peasants. I mean small by turning to, you know, stealing, killing. Alright, you guys try not to die. Man, I love the new mouse. I like that cyber power, but it just didn't feel accurate. I don't know if it's the Razer software, the sensor, but it's just really good. I mean, it makes sense. It's a $50 mouse. The cyber power one's probably, you know, it came with my PC. In fact, I got 2 of them. Nate, if you ever need a new mouse, let me know. I've got new, and I'm gonna have, I ordered a new keyboard. What else did I get? I got a neon light for the backdrop. I need to get a spotlight for the Boba Fett portrait behind me. And then I got something else. Can't remember what the... Also, dual wielding swords is only good in video games. Yeah. There's the closest you could get in history to where there were treaties where somebody was dual wielding, but the guy was probably a quadruple black belt and ass kickery, and he was just doing it to kind of like prove his manliness. But the closest you could get to it would be like a parry dagger, or something like a parry dagger. But the thing about parry daggers, if you're going to carry a parry dagger, then you could carry a buckler. But bucklers didn't become popular until later on. So it just depends on which era you're talking about, but there were things like parry daggers, bucklers, because a buckler is good. You know, it's like a little shield. It's easy to carry around. Now, you could argue that a parry knife would be easier to carry or less clumsy. You know, because if you're fighting sword, like if you're doing a duel with somebody, like in the streets of King's Landing, you're not dressed for war. You know, you're going to the tavern, you're going to the brothel, you're going home, whatever. So swords were sidearms. They weren't main battle weapons. Your main battle weapon was a polearm or a two-handed war hammer or any number of things, depending on what era you're fighting in. But got like two fully plated knights with long swords wouldn't be facing each other for the most part on the battlefield. Maybe tournaments, you know, because tournaments they would have like blunted long swords and they would just bash each other until one of them gave up from, you know, a concussion. Why are you halting me? I'm not at war with Stormlands. Alright, we were attacked by Manfred Dardarian. I do believe Sir Ulrich is quite pissed off right now because this is the second time within the last 2 months that we've been attacked unaccosted by these random lords. The first, of course, was King's Landing. That was part of the game, you know, the storyline. This one is not. This is either a bug or I did something to upset the Stormlands at some point. So my goal is to kill enough of them to be able to retreat. I'm not sure if I can on this screen because the screen's not like a regular battle. Hey, I got a hit there. Alright, you guys just charged to the death, I guess. We're surrounded. Alright, where are the archers? The archers are definitely that way, so I'm going to head this way and see if I... Is my horse injured? I feel like I'm super... Oh, I'm not on the sand steed. Oh, yeah, see, there's not a whole lot I can do there. There's like 200 of them. I have no shield. I just took out... So that's how the Stormlands rewards a honorable knight dispatching of thieves, huh? Alright, so I lose 30 morale, 1 morale. And they take us prisoner and take... Luckily, I didn't have a lot of money on me. And everything I have on me, I can replace. But if you lose like a Valerian weapon or something super fancy... Hello, and thank you for that follow. We got Navy Mango 438th of their wondrous lineage. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you for hitting that follow. I like your name, by the way, Navy Mango. Even though he did, because we're not at war. We're going to check that right now, but... I'm at negative 50 with the Stormlands. Oh, that's not a bug. I'm a mercenary. My bad. I forgot about that.